So I have all the windows open in my apartment. That's why I put the sweater on. And I honestly didn't feel like doing laundry today, so this is the same sweater that I wore yesterday. Don't judge me. Okay. To anybody else, if you're female and you're up and you're single this year, I was thinking about this skit and I was like writing it out. And I was like, I just gonna wait because I have Adobe for a year, like all the Adobe suites, the access for a year. So I was like, I'll play with it and I'll just make a short little skit. Maybe I'll actually edit this one in the next hour and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna make me and like a double of me right here, kind of talking to me. Here, I'll make some space. So this pillow is for the second me, and this pillow is for me. There's pillows here. That's a pillow. Okay. So here's the skit. This is like, so here's me, right? And so it's like, as you guys know, I have like 2,000 contacts or something in this phone. And I have 3 phones, but 2 of them are stolen. So I literally had to file an insurance. Like I have renter's insurance now because y'all know I'm an adult and I rent an apartment. So I have all renter's insurance. I have like 3 policies. I have one with Lemonade. That's because it was cheap. It's like $3 a month. That's the name of the company. It's called Lemonade. I have another renter's insurance policy with Allstate. That's just because I know how Allstate works. So I had to file 2 Allstate claims in my life. One of them was when I was living with my ex, and his ex-wife, girlfriend, I don't know what the fuck she was. Like I was living with him for like 4 months, and then he just pissed me off one night, and I just like grabbed my shit and moved out. I was gone for like 2 weeks, and then I came back because I was like, well, like y'all know I hate everybody, but I hate my mother a lot. So like going back to my mother was like a real life decision. I was like, I don't like this nigga, but I also don't like her. So I was like, I'm gonna try to be the bigger person. I had 2 weeks of her and I was ready to kill myself. Suicidal. Anyway, so yeah. So then the time I was gone, I guess he found the need to like get all the way back with his like ex girl or something. Maybe he didn't get all the way back with her, but he ended up calling her and being like, I miss you, and then she was like, miss whatever the fuck they had before I was gone for 2 fucking weeks. Okay. Anyway, so then I moved back in or whatever. He didn't tell me at that point that he'd had all of these conversations with her while I was gone. Anyway, so one night she like shows up at the house. Like he lives at the top of this fucking hill and she lives kind of like 4 miles over. It's not like, it's like a whole thing for her to like come all the way there. It's at night. It's like 7:30 at night. So he's got like this camera set up outside of the house in the backyard. So you can see like 4 monitors, right, on the entire property at any given time. So she like pulls up, I think we were watching TV or something, and she like pulls up to the front door. She starts banging on the door. She's like, open the door, open the door, open the door. She's like, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, what the fuck is going on here? I'm like freaking out. Anyway, my car is parked in the driveway at this point. And if you guys don't know the story, I bought my car new off the lot. It had like 0 miles. Like my family doesn't buy me shit. So me buying a new car, it was just a Toyota Corolla, but it was like this blue Toyota Corolla with like, at that point, I think I had like 15,000 miles or something. I bought it new off the lot. I was like, I love it. It's mine. This bitch takes a brick, puts the fucking brick through my fucking windshield. And I was like, bitch. But also, see, that's the thing. And I've told you guys this before. You can like break my stuff. I'd be mad, but there's insurance for that. I don't like, it would take a lot for me to like fight a girl. Like if you're in my face touching me, then we got a problem and I'm going to fight you. But I don't like, the fight is not going to stop until like you are on the ground bloody or like one of us is going to pass the fuck out. But that's it. There's not 2 ways where it's like, I don't fight to just fight. And like, I don't fight to like scar people up and bruise people up. Like that's not the way I fight because I didn't grow up like that. Like, I don't like, physical violence is like the last resort, as in like the last resort, as in somebody's not walking away from the fight. So other people be fighting for other reasons. I don't fight like that. Anyway, So I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to file an insurance claim, and I did, and it worked out. I got my window replaced, and I used Allstate, so now I have renter's insurance policy too. Long story short, that's what happened. Okay, and going back. So what was I saying? So yes, I've got this renter's policy now, so I'm replacing my other two phones because my house cleaner is a thief. I can't use house cleaners anymore because like people just keep stealing my shit. Also, one of the house cleaners, she got really like, she wasn't judgy, but this bitch kept making recommendations, and I was like, she was like making recommendations on me on how to keep the house cleaner. And in my mind, I'm just thinking like, bitch, I pay you to do this. I don't need the recommend. Like, if I wanted to clean, don't get me wrong, I'm Black. I grew up in a house that cleans. Bitch, I had chores. I just don't want to do them. That's like the whole point of me. Whatever, bro. Anyway, so there's that. So now it's all political, even hiring a fucking house cleaner. So you can't do that. Can't get a good help. Can't get nothing. Anyway, so my point. No, okay. The skit is about the skit is about guys. So you know how like there's people who are these like really awesome relationships, and now it's like Valentine's Day, so everybody's like posting their boo things and their million bouquets of flowers and gold draped and cupids flying out of the air and shit. You know, everybody's pulling out the red carpet for their bitch, all the things, right? And everybody's like, oh my god, love is in the air. But if you're like me and like most of the people, it's like 75% of the people are single, so it's kind of like, all right, well, this ain't us. So I'm just here for the commentary of good times anyway. So this is a little skit I thought I'd make to anybody else kind of wondering what Valentine's Day be like in the heads of guys and girls. So here's me messaging every side dude in my phone today. Shouldn't you be having dinner with your girlfriend, or shouldn't you be having dinner with your Valentine? Because I'm not dating people who are in relationships. I shouldn't say that. That's not funny. I don't actually do that. But shouldn't you be having dinner with your Valentine, making this subtle reference like, hey, you, dude, you should go have a Valentine who's not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then me, on the other hand, thinking like, you know what? I'm about to delete all the dudes in my phone and upgrade to better dudes. Why? Because of all the days that these dudes take me to expensive dinners, now when the dinners are actually, it's like Valentine's Day dinner where it's like actually expensive, now you guys don't want to go. Okay, like, fuck this. Like, I wanted to see the dog movie, and I couldn't even find anyone to go to see the fucking dog movie. I'm over it. Like, God. And then it's like, I don't want to be like that sad single person in the theater who's like, yeah, I'm here because I like love puppies. And there was a movie about a dog on Valentine's Day, and like, I'm sorry, but that movie, I saw the infomercial, and made me so happy. I was like, wow, look at him just having all these times with his dog. He's like giving his dog a bath in the tub. I was like, oh my God, there he is. This is incredible. Yeah, so that didn't happen. I'm like, I gotta upgrade dudes because all these dudes are trash. They're all trash. Throwing them away. Toss them to the gutter. But also, I kind of thought about it too, and I told myself this last year. I feel like every time I make this plan with myself, like, I'm not going outside, I'm not dating anybody, I'm not having sex with anybody. This is like the plan. I like write it down, you know, I'm like making plans with myself. It's always these creepy ass dudes that like find ways, and they try to market themselves as good guys and like maneuver their way into your bed in some way. It's all weird. It's just kind of like, yeah, I think it's probably easier to just cut off the opportunity for that happening in the first place, so I don't have to go through any of the drama of like realizing that they're pieces of shit in the second place. I'm like, God, who has the time or the energy? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing a lot of shit today. You guys saw I read a whole half a chapter of Harry Potter. I did like 3 projects in my analytics course. I cooked 2 meals, breakfast and dinner. My Rent the Runway dresses came in. I almost took a walk, but instead I took a nap. All right? I almost took out the trash, and I almost did a load of laundry. Your bitch has been busy today. I watched a Trevor Noah video, okay? I made a smoothie, and I had 3 cough drops. 3! I accomplished shit today. That's all I'm saying. I I almost figured out another way to sue Alvin, but I mean, that's very complicated, and the clerical staff in Alameda County is not in my favor, so it's very difficult. These bitches be laughing when they get my e-filing notices because last year, like a pro, I invested in a fax machine. So I no longer go to the courthouse. I just fax in my paperwork, and every time they deny my shit, I just fax it in again. Fax filing is the shit. They tried to cut out fax filing because I think I was the only one using it. So you can also do e-filing now, but all my e-filing attempts through the third-party vendor have been rejected. Also, my order of writ got rejected, but that's another. Ah, fuck it. That's another story for another day. I'm sorry. These story times are just really good. I feel like we're bonding. Whoever you are who's actually watching this shit, I feel like we're bonding. Maybe this is also because, you know, I'm in the middle. I'm in between therapists right now, so I gotta let out these feelings to someone. Like, someone's gotta be on the receiving end of this shit. And right now, it's just my iPad and the 100 subscribers that I have on YouTube. But you know, that's enough. We don't really need more than that. That's enough for right now. You know, I'm not asking for the world here. I'm not Liviyance. You know what I'm saying? I'm just living with 100 subscribers and a smoothie. You know, I feel like I'm still out here living. Also, I'm not sure what's going on with the fucking train. Shut the fuck up, right? But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. I could probably make a better skit about that, but the big idea here was like, it's Valentine's Day! It's like, you know, a guy to be like, ooh, I'm gonna take her to dinner on Friday. This is like last Friday, right? Like, Friday, we're gonna go to dinner. He spends $200. I'm like, yum, yum, yum. We all go home. Then it's like Valentine's Day comes and he's like looking at the dinner menu. It's like $300. It's like, not worth it. It's funny. It's funny. And I guess like it's true. I also heard this from another guy a while ago. He was like, normal dating doesn't really exist anymore because guys don't want to just pay to go out with a girl that they don't really like. They'd rather just do shit for free. And I didn't say this to the dude, but in my mind, I'm thinking like, you do realize women can go out alone for free. Like, we don't really need your boring ass companionship to just go outside, bro. Like, you can get puppies for that. I really thought I think he thought he had a point, and in my mind, I was just like, we could do that shit alone. Maybe he just didn't see the other side of that. Like, in his mind, he was like, yeah, the girls won't be able to go out and walk or get a coffee by themselves. What? Like, it's normal. It's like, so you don't want to take anyone on a date. Okay, then you must not want to get laid ever. I don't get it. Like, how do you... And maybe that's why, like, a lot of these guys aren't getting laid at all. I've said this before. Most guys who are not in a relationship are not getting laid at all. There are girls who are out here who just decide, like, hey, I decide I want to fuck whoever I want, and then they do that. Honestly, yeah, so they do that. But on the other side of that, there's just not... Maybe there's fuckboys out here who are just, like, also dating and seeing who they want and going where they want, and, yeah, we hate those guys, but, honestly, I can't judge them. They deserve to live their lives to whatever that means. I'm just here on the other side to provide some commentary and some interpretation for the other bitches who don't understand how the society is working and want to find some humor in all the fuckery. I'll be here same time tomorrow. I'm trying to be like the Anna Akana here of like Campus or of 2022, the black version. Cause like Kelly Stamps just isn't funny, but she is present. She's just not funny. I think I'm funny, so